Alright, good morning everybody. Welcome to today's YouTube learning. Just want to share some helpful hints on recycling coffee grounds, tea grounds, things like that. Stuff that we use every day and we really waste. Instead of throw it in the trash, you can use it for compost, put it in your house plants, outdoor plants, sprinkle it on your yard. You go through a lot of it. There's really no reason not to recycle, but I just want to show you some hints that I learned from my wife's grandmother and aunt out in Claxton, Georgia. Hazel Stubbs and Annie's. Louise Craft, and they were two amazing women, and it's just amazing over the years how we've gotten kind of wasteful, but you know, learning from your grandparents is something you just can't throw away. You got to kind of spread that on to your kids. So I'm going to show you. You can do it with your kids. The kids like it, they think it's fun, and they're learning, and they can show it in school for class projects too, but it's easy to do. So here we go. Alright, I have a standard Keurig. Everybody's got some different models. This one's a couple years old now. There's different ways of doing things with your Keurig. I know some people have the K-Cups. We don't use them. I bought these reusable ones. The K-Cups I think eventually are going to go away. I think a lot of people are complaining about the waste in them. But I know they've got them at the office and they're handy. I mean, that's what it's for. That's what the machine was designed for. But there are ways that you can even save with the K-Cups. But I'm going to show you the way we do it here at the house. I did it at the office too. But as you can see, I've got this one in the coffee pot right now. That's one style. I also bought a second style. I prefer this one better. This one has more screens on it and it filters really well, but it's a lot easier to use. It has a different container system. But basically, you know, I do 1 or 2 cups of coffee a day. Just take a platter, and when you empty out your coffee, you just set it on the platter. If you let it dry for a few hours, or if you just have 1 cup in the morning, when you come back after work, it'll be ready to come out, but once it dries, it comes out pretty good. As you can see, it expands when it gets wet, but there's a lot of coffee grounds in there. When it's wet, you have to kind of get it out, but there you go. That's 1 cup of coffee. That's a lot of grounds. You'll see it kind of piles up. And then basically, you just rinse these out. If you've never tried them and you're so used to the K-Cups, give this a try. It's real easy. There you go, it's finished. Now these other one, it works, I just don't like it as well. This is the standard holder or placement alignment that comes in with the machine. These are the reusable ones that you can buy. They're different colors. I put a little arrow because it's got a hinge. What you have to do is pop that up and then empty it out. Of course, like I said, doesn't come out as easy when it's wet, but once it dries, but same principle, just knock it out. It's easier with 2 hands, but you get it out, put it on the plate, and then rinse it, same as the other one. But that's 2 cups of coffee. That's a small little, saucer, but that can really pile up over a week. And if you're at the office and you got 20, 30 people using the same coffee machine, you'd be amazed at how many coffee grounds you can get. If you're at work, you want to do this, I got a quick suggestion. What I did is they use Folgers or Maxwell House at work, but they have these plastic containers. I took a Sharpie and just write on there, recycle, or please put your K-Cups in here. When they pull the K-Cups out, they just toss them in the container. You need to bring it home like every 2 days because the coffee grounds can mold because they're not airing out that well. But and then I'd bring them home, empty them, put the plastic in the recycle bin, and keep the grounds. But that's the small platter. If you just want to do coffee grounds, tea grounds, this is just one way. I cut open. We use the family size tea bags because I like iced tea down here in the south. But I basically cut the ends off. When it dries, you see it just pours on out, and then you've got the dry bag. You kind of see the color difference when they're wet. These I broke open, but they're still wet. I want to pour it out so I'll show you. Tea, of course, that again it piles up pretty quickly. And there you go. That's a lot of coffee grounds to go in compost. Now I went ahead and did some of these ahead just so I could show you. I even take the bags when they're dry and cut them into little pieces. They're going to decompose. Banana peels. If you just want to do coffee and tea grounds, at least you're helping the environment and helping your plants. But we do a lot of things. Bananas, I cut into small pieces. As you can see, as it dries, they start to turn black, but great compost. Had some leftover rice last night. These are stems from some mushrooms. Eggshells, they just, boil some eggs. My wife makes egg salad. I like tuna fish with egg. But once you get them dry for a couple of days, they just crunch up into small pieces. Makes awesome compost. That was the coolest thing I learned from them out there. They had a lot of eggs, and especially people with farms. But if you like eggs, that's all. These eggshells just really start to pile up. That's pretty cool. So I'm going to show you how we go out and I do it. Now, I put it on the plate like this because, like I say, the grounds can mold. If you let it sit there for a day or two, they dry out, and then you go put it in, whatever you're going to do. Sprinkle it on your yard, on a plant, whatever. But it's good to let it air out. Like I say, when you've got it sitting in a container or something that's closed or not as open, it will mold. I did discover that. So we'll take these two outside just so you can kind of see what we do. I'm gonna empty that out, and I'm gonna show you on another video. The kids and I pulled it off of YouTube, but save these bags, and I'll show you. If you don't destroy them too badly and just cut off the ends and let them dry, you can put them on a piece of foil and light them. Cool science project. Just be careful you don't ignite your whole kitchen on fire. It's better to do it outside, but they blow away. But it will fly up several feet, and the kids really love that, so that's pretty cool. But we'll take this outside and show you what we do. Nice day. Second or third day of spring, I guess it is. Come on, Sasha. And I've got like I say, you can just sprinkle it straight on the grass. You can do whatever. I've got a lot of plants. I've got stuff that has to go out to the farm. But here's some banana trees and some lower petalums. Some people just take, and you can just take and sprinkle it right on your plants. If you got indoor plants, outdoor plants, it's great compost. Also helps keep the bugs off of it. But basically what I do, and I don't really turn it or stir it, just whenever I go to plant some new plants, I mix it with some dirt. This, you see how big this is. This is nothing but tea bags, coffee grounds, and eggshells. It can really pile up. But basically I just throw it in there from last week's. And this one I've even got some tangerines, things like that rice from last night. But put it all in there, and then you've got some compost, and great for plants. I mean, it really helps green them up, and you're saving the environment. I think it's pretty cool. It's easy to do, and really, if you think about it, there's no reason why we can't do this. If you don't want to, like I say, pile it up, then every morning go sprinkle it out in your yard. It's great for the grass. So anyway, hope that helped. Learn something, pass it on to the kids, and that's my little 2 cents on helping the environment and recycling, and hope you enjoyed it. Thanks a lot.